Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Great Cat, and another episode of Pro Cycling Manager 2015. This will be the third episode, and Cat the Gray, our stage racer, 19 years old, first season, is just about ready to start his first stage race, a multi-day race covering 5 days, 5 stages. We can go in and look at that at the schedule. See, the first stage is a time trial, 7.9 kilometers, just a little bit longer than what you would expect from a prologue. Stage 2 is a little bit lumpy, got a little bit of a hill there right before the finish. Stage 3, totally flat sprinter stage. There are few little bumps, but not much going on there. Uh, Stage number 4 is called flat, but it is a little lumpy in the middle, but it's completely flat at the finish. And stage number 5, there are a few hills, technically mountains because they are categorized climbs, a 3 and a 2, and then we have a little uphill finish right there. So let's get rid of that and go to our training. See, I have lowered these to 2. I want to keep the tiredness down. It keeps the fitness just above that 75% line, so that's okay. We'll see what we're going to do over here when we see how much energy these two races take up. This one is a sponsor's objective 3 stars, so that one's pretty important. It does have one mountain stage. Looks like the last 3 are pretty flat. We'll look at that one later, but right now we're going to start the Herald Sun race, 5-stage race. We just follow stages. Uh, get going. This is an important objective for our sponsor. It was 1.5 stars, I think, but they want stage wins. So I don't know if we're going to be able to do that or not. There'll be no strategy for this first stage because it is a time trial. Everybody's just trying to do their best. You see our teammates that we got in it. Jesse Anthony, we have not seen him with us yet, but we have seen Anderson, Biven, Gimon, Hoff, Nud, and Young. All our rhythms are still bad. My fitness is average. Gimon's is good. Hoff, Nud, Young, and Anthony are all good. Looks like, I don't know what this means. I think that means my rhythm's on the way down. But we'll get into the race and see what's going on. See the teams that are in the race. Sanchez is in there. Geshka, Craddock, Card, Gutier, Caleb Ewan. Not necessarily huge names, but they will give us a little bit of fight, I suppose. And we're getting ready to start out. It does start it out at like times 8 speed, so we'll pause it, and then we will go up 1, go to 2. I'll be the first rider off. Oh, already. Still. Okay, we're next. Here we go. All right. We'll stick with this 70 for now. You'll see the green bar. That's our tiredness for the day. The blue bar is how much is left in the stage. And you want to stay ahead of that a little bit. There is a tiny little climb at the finish right here, so definitely want to stay ahead of that. Like it's pretty even right now. There is a downhill coming. Oh yeah, there we picked up. Let's go ahead and move it up. Move it up to about 78. I'll save a little bit for that climb coming. Got 2 kilometers to go. See how much this climb starts taking out of us. See if that gets closer. If not, we can speed it up a little bit. And we're less than a kilometer from the finish. I'm going to go ahead and go to 80. 82 is downhill from here. Crank it up all the way. Okay, we are first with 10:49. I don't think that's going to last. We'll speed it up and get through the rest of the rider. Go to the second checkpoint. Yeah, we're already down to third, 19 seconds. Fifth, 20 seconds away. Sixth, seventh. Yeah, the more our time trial's good, but it's not great. So we're not gonna, and our prologue is not great either. So you're probably going mostly on prologue. This short race. I think they're the same, like 67. But some of these guys will be in the high 70s, maybe. Got to look at the favorites to see what their numbers were, but good chance they were in the mid to high 70s. Maybe both time trial and prologue. At this point, we're still the highest ranked among our team members. There's Anthony. He's got a +4 for the day. 28 seconds back, and we're 24 seconds back. So he's pretty close to us. We're all the way down to 25th now, 27. Slow it down a little bit. Close to the end. Our last team member is going to be starting here soon. We're down to 31st, but we're still only 24 seconds back. Anthony's still only 28 seconds back. Biven, probably our leader. He's got a +2 for the day, so he might be able to squeeze out a good time. Keeping his bar just right. 36 seconds back, 81st. We're still 24 seconds back. That puts us in 36th place. Anthony's still 28 seconds back, 52nd. Like Luis Leon Sanchez got the best time at the first checkpoint. And he gets the best time so far. That puts us 27 seconds behind. And here we are at the end. Sanchez won. There's the overall individual time. It'll probably say we're 28 seconds behind. Kind of rounds up point. Best young rider, we're not quite in the top 10 there, but we're probably not far off. 23 seconds back there for 10th place. And the team, yeah, our team's not in the top 10 either. So, yeah, we got 44th place, 27 seconds behind. see where that put us in the young rider. 11th. We're one spot out of 10th place, so not too bad. Got a lot of these are probably not climbers. Although Bob Jungles is a pretty good climber. You'll see he's best at time trial, and there you go, like the mid to high 70s on time trial and prologue. He's a decent climber, better than us at this point, 72, 75. We won't be able to get him more than likely. Team, we are all the way down in 18th out of 20 teams. A minute and 18 seconds behind. It's not too bad. It'll probably get worse as the race goes on. Here we can get a better look at the stages from here. There's two. Yeah, that is a bigger hill than it looked like at the from the other screen that we saw. Stage 3 again, pretty flat. Stage 4, lumpy but flat at the finish. And then stage 5 is the biggest climb as far as the finish goes. And this is very up and down here. It'll be definitely a stage for punchers, not really for climbers. And that is the final stage of the race. So that'll determine where we stand most likely when this thing is over. We'll see what that didn't take too much out of us. Our fitness rose, our rhythm rose. That's good. Go ahead and hop into the next day and go on to the next race. So here we are in race number 2, Mount Macedon de Benigo. You can see it's a little bit lumpy, a little bit of a hill here near the finish. Not sure if that's going to help us or hurt us. Favorite. These are hill climbers. You got Frank Schlick, otherwise known as Frank Schleck in real life. Simon Geschke, Tyrell Goutier, Michael Rogers, Louis Leon Sanchez, definitely a good hill climber. He's not got good acceleration, better than us. But strategy, Bevan is our leader, or our sprinter. Want him to take part in point sprint and ride for the stage. Guimon is our leader. He's riding for the overall. Want him to follow attack. Ryan Anderson, another sprinter, take part in the points race. And Jesse Anthony, they want him to attack, ride in the breakaway, possible. So we're going to head on into the race.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. The profile of the road is a fairly mixed bag, so everybody should find a section to their pleasing. Riding under such heat must be unbearable.
I'm going to move this down to 60 and give effort, get up to the front. Not quite all the way at the back today, so that's good. And we get right to the front. Go ahead and hold position there. Move this up to 70. We can hang with them as they try to chase down attacks. There goes our first attacker.
It's now never for those racers who want to avoid a battle the last few kilometers.
Like Anthony's trying to get in there with them.
The current pace is a bit too docile for some riders who are looking to create a breakaway.
And we're chasing now. Go, Anthony, go. I don't know if this group's going to make it or not. We're still chasing. Falling back a little bit, but that's okay. Catch back up. Okay. Looks like we've stopped chasing and Anthony is away. In the second group. Like he's trying to catch up with the first pack there. We're still chasing a little bit. Yeah. Not going at super high speed, but I'm just, there it goes my red number blinking, or my number blinking red. I'm going to try to catch him on this hill, looks like.
A couple of teams have set themselves up as pacemakers for the pack. They obviously don't have anybody in the breakaway group.
Hanging on pretty good. Using a little bit of effort.
The lead over the pack is dwindling.
We're still chasing. Not sure who it is they don't want to get away, but there's somebody up there they don't like.
In the leading group. That's the end of the breakaway. The pack gave them no chance.
And we've caught him for now. We are moving at a fast pace, even though there's nobody out in front. I guess they just don't want anybody to attack. They don't want to break away today. All right. Well, we're going downhill, so that's helping me recover a little bit.
The riders are taking their foot off the accelerator. Either they're getting a bit hot, or they're saving themselves for the final dash.
So we have slowed down a little bit now. There goes an attack. Mert.
There's a few riders
Clark.
jockeying for position at the front.
They.
Look, the pack has taken its foot off the gas. The team leaders can't be too worried about the breakaway.
So we have definitely stopped chasing. There might be a little sprint at the top of this climb.
2 minutes separating them.
A couple riders may want to get some mountain points. There might be a couple still on offer. That was it. No sprint at the top, so okay. I'm going to speed this up a bit. Things start heating up toward the end. Slow it down. Like we're trending upward on race day conditions. That's never a bad thing. Whether it'll stay that way or not, we don't know. Like Anderson is bringing us some water. Got to make his way through the whole pack though. Backspace and get these guys in the order that they are in the race. Oh, we're chasing again. Okay, slowed down. There's Anderson trying to get us their water. Can't get around. Okay, there he goes. Got water now. 62 kilometers to the finish. Trending to a +3. We are chasing now again. 40 kilometers left to go. Slow it down one time. We're still at times 2
The
speed.
pack is increasing its work rate. Some teams can't be happy with the breakaway.
I'm definitely losing some energy here. And we slowed down a little bit. Maybe, yeah, starting to recover just a little bit. We sped up again. Chase is definitely on now, but we do have a +4.
Really high, so for the moment, we shouldn't see too many attacks. The pack is putting the squeeze on the breakaway.
All right. Slow it down to regular speed. Just barely hanging on. I don't want to go too much above 70. Oh, we got a 12-man escape group up front. We're just going to hang in this pack, see if they catch them. The yellow jersey's up there. That's Sanchez. We are definitely losing it. And there's not going to be a whole lot of chance to recover from this point. We did catch that group, so we're all back together now, except for some back riders. A couple minutes back. I've got at least 25 riders behind us. 28 now. All right, things are picking up. I am going to step this up just a little bit. There's only 17 kilometers to go. Even 74% effort won't keep me up there, although I am gaining. I don't know why it's blinking. We're staying in right there.
The riders are entering the last 15 kilometers of the stage.
Like they're picking it up again. But we're hanging on. We're hanging on.
The tempo has slowed down. Something might be cooking.
No, I don't think the tempo is slowed down. We are moving. And here's that little hill. Might see some attacks here. Yeah. There goes Geshka. Sanchez is chasing. Let's go ahead and put this up. 78%. I don't want to wait. Use all my energy
There's now just 10
until we get
kilometers
to the
left.
top. We'll go pretty quickly down that hill. A few groups off the front now. All right, we'll go to 80.
There's now more than a minute between them.
That's all we can do. Just stay with the peloton pretty much right now. We may catch them on that downhill. We'll see. Here we go. 8 kilometers to go. I'm going to use this gel at 7 because it's pretty much all downhill to the finish. Yeah, downhill and flat. So we're just going to stay right there. Yeah, we're using all our energy at 80%. Put that to maintain position again. We are hanging in. Pretty elite group we're with now. We're in E3, it says. And let's see, 2.4, 2.0.
Fabulous! He got the better of his breakaway companions.
So there's the end of the race, and we're going to go ahead and sprint, see if we can. No, we do not last all the way. But we might be able to finish with this E3 group. Yes, okay. So we're in the top 39. You add those 3 groups together. And I think we were kind of in the middle of that pack, so maybe a top 25. Speed it up, let everyone come in.
And here are the key moments of the race.
A little highlight here. See what the finish looked like. Looks like Sanchez and somebody. Oh, there's a 3-man. group. Let's see. I can't remember. I didn't look to see who won. But those three finished ahead of everybody. Remember, we were at 1.8 kilometers when they crossed the line. And there's us. See us starting to fall back. All right. Where are the results? See if we got that top 25. Oh, 26. Okay, so 148 back. We finished with that third group. We had Simon Geschke was the winner. Louis Leon Sanchez finished second. And Maxime Bouet finished third. Sanchez still the leader. All three of those guys got the same time. And then there were two. Marco Mercado at 58 seconds back, and Matty Breschel. And those guys are fourth and fifth now. And then see our teammate Biven finished 13th, but we finished in the same group as him. It moved us up to 17th from where we were because some of the people who were ahead of us were in these groups at 311, 350. I think there's our next teammate was Jesse Anthony at 350. And there's Anderson and Nud at 510 back. See here, there's your mountain. You got William Clark wearing the mountain climber jersey. You'll have Sanchez with the lead in the sprinter points, but Simon Geschke will be wearing the jersey because Sanchez will be wearing the leader's jersey. Young rider. We finished third among the young riders, and that moves us up to fourth. Can't remember where we were. I think we were 11th. Yeah, I think we were 11th after the time trial start. And our team finished 11th in that race, which puts us at 13th. So we lost some ground there. And we look ahead to stage 3. It's a very flat stage. So again, we'll just try to hang with the group. And so we check our training, lost some energy there, but our rhythm went up and our fitness went up. Go ahead and move on to the next day. Here you see again, pretty flat stage, a few little bumps, nothing to speak of. Yeah, these are the sprinters. They have the high sprinters and high acceleration number. Most of them have pretty decent flat numbers. And there you see we're 17th overall, 4th in the young riders, 24 seconds back. That's about all there is to speak of. Our leader is 26th in the points standings. Our team is 13th. We don't have anybody placing in the mountain standings just yet. Strategy for this race, again, pretty much the same, it looks like. You got Biven going for the sprint. You got Guimon riding for the overall. His teammates, including me. Ryan Anderson also take part in the sprints. And Jesse Anthony, they don't want him to do anything today. So no breakaway today. Go on into the race.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's going to be a monotonous day when it comes to the terrain, but at least the teams with sprinters won't be complaining. And, of course, those opportunists with a bit of daring won't make their life easy.
Looks like we're in the back middle of the pack. Give it that 60% effort. Try to get up to the front. Pretty crowded, so starting the back, it's a little harder to get up there. other riders that are trying to get up there. Okay, here we go. A little gap up here. There goes somebody starting for a breakaway, I think. Definitely
He's
going to be a
making
chase
a break
today.
for it. Will it prove to be too early?
Got up to 72. See if we can just hang
Things
on.
are heating up in front.
One rider away. Jules. There's Casablanco and Honig. Davison. Kowalski. Schillinger. Deviant.
The current pace is a bit too docile for some riders.
Can't
who
tell
are looking to
who's
create a
chasing and
breakaway.
who's trying to get in the breakaway at this point. It looks like there's 3 away. Got 2 guys behind that original.
Several riders are attempting to break away. There's more than a minute on the clock.
Another
The
one.
break seems to be working. A couple of teams have set
Vanderwall.
themselves up as
He's
pacemakers
supposedly
for the
a
pack.
race
They
favorite.
obviously
That's
don't
why
have
he's
anybody in
orange
the breakaway
right here.
group.
They didn't let him get away. Those other 3 are all together now. They're up there. Check to see who made it. Honig, Jules, and Casablanco. And looks like we've slowed down now. Go ahead and speed this up. Oh, well, we got some more attacks going on. Guimond. Why is Guimond attacking? You're supposed to be running for the overall. Okay. They're not going to let you go, Guimond.
An attack is launched.
Another attack.
The pace is really hot, so for the moment, we shouldn't see too many attacks.
All right. I think, there might be a few people try to get away here, but I'm going to go ahead and speed it up anyway. Start falling out of the peloton. I might slow it down so we can see that. $117 kilometers to go. And mostly a flat stage. There's not really going to be a lot of action going on here until the finish. My whole team has come to the front. They're going to, I don't know why. A little graphical glitch there. Rode through the barrier on the road. You'll see that from time to time. The barrier will cross the road. Sometimes the crowd will be standing across the road. You just have to ride through it. Seems to be much worse in later versions of the game. This one is not too bad. There's only a few courses where you actually see that. 70 kilometers to go now. It's like we're trending to a -2 race day condition. We'll see what we end up with. Even that whatever we had, +3 or whatever, didn't help us in that last race. Well, I guess it helped us finish with technically what was called an escape group rather than the peloton. Kind of the best of the rest of the hill climbers. After those first 5 in the first 2 escape groups. +40 kilometers to go. I'll slow it down to times
Some
2
team
speed.
managers mustn't appreciate the fact that there is a breakaway, given that the pack has increased its speed.
Oh, now we're trending to -4. That's probably what it'll end up. Yep, you'll see we got it. -4 for the day. Again, I'm not sure how that works, but I know it lowers some of our numbers. Our attributes over here are going to be lower than what they say.
The pack's deficit is being cut
Because
back.
of this. All right, so we are catching the breakaway group.
Liking. The peloton has significantly increased its speed.
I'm losing energy just chasing the breakaway group, even though I'm only just trying to hang on. 25 kilometers to go. Slow it down at 20.
With less than 20 kilometers to the line, the breakaway still holds more than a minute's lead. Things are far from over. They really are moving. The pack can't get strung out too far, or it's going to start breaking up.
All right, here we go. 20K to go. Minute 17 behind the breakaway, and we're gaining a little bit. Still hanging in at 72, and it's starting to blink now. See if I start to fall back a little bit, I'll move it up. We slowed down for this curve.
There are just 15 kilometers left.
15K to go. And blinking and starting to fall back a little. Move it up to 80, 78. We may be able to finish with a little bit of energy left
The
over
pack is
today.
increasing its work rate. Some teams can't be happy with the breakaway. There's now just 10 kilometers left.
Less than 10K. Start looking to hit our energy gel here pretty soon. Sprint trains are forming. We just want to hang on. Starting to blink at 78, go to 80, 6K, and we'll hit that energy.
Only 5 kilometers left.
Be ready to sprint. Oh, they're leaving me behind.
Promenade is over. The group has been overhauled.
We caught the breakaway.
It looks like the pack has bitten the dust collectively, but the riders would seem to be okay to carry on.
And they're leaving me behind again. I'm going to wait this time to hit the sprint until a little closer to the end.
And there goes the mad burst for the final sprint.
Try it at 1K. There we go. Sprint now. I might be able to make it. Got the flames going on the energy gel. Going down a little quicker than I would like.
A really powerful sprint finish to claim a great victory.
And didn't quite make it to the end. But we did finish in the group, so no harm done. Beat it up.
We've
Come in.
selected the following highlights for you.
Not too many back markers in that race. Again, I didn't really pay attention to who won. See that. I had several teammates finish ahead of me that time. There's Biven, their sprinter. Get up there. He might have got a top 10. Oh, yeah. I think he got a top 10. Anderson, maybe a top 15. The results, Renshaw. Okay, so we finished 42nd, but again, in the main group, no time gaps at all. Biven finished 8th. We're still ahead of him in the overall there. Young got 14 and Anderson got 15, so that's not bad. Anthony and Nug got 20, 21. Hoff got 25. All those guys are way better sprinters than me. All right, so still no mountain points for our team. Biven has got into 17th. Got 8 points on that, total of 11. Yeah, he's the highest ranked on our team in the sprint. Young rider, we're still 4th. We finished 11th among young riders. Nud is the young rider, so better sprinter than us, but we're a little better overall. Team finished 3rd. We did have quite a few up there, but we're still 13th. Like I said, there were no time gaps. All the way down, there were only 3 people that did not finish in the group. 3, 20, and 512 behind. So we had 157 riders finished together. Look at the next stage. This one's kind of lumpy, but again, a flat finish. I do believe this will probably be a sprinter stage, but you never know. Sometimes some of the punchers will get out on these hills and create a bigger breakaway group. And then remember, the last stage does finish on a climb. So let's move along. See what we lost there. Oh, we actually gained a little bit of freshness during that one, so that's good. Rhythm continues to move up. Fitness continues to move up. All good. We'll go into the next race. Stage 4. Here we are. Let's see who lists as favorites. Again, these are sprinters, so it's expecting a sprinter stage. You see where we're all ranked. Strategy, same. Biven, sprinter. Anderson, sprint points. Guimon, overall leader. And they do not want Anthony to attack today again.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today's terrain is fairly level, so it's ideal ground for those who are good on the flat.
Again, kind of back middle. The effort to 60. Get up to the front.
Attack! It's now or never for those riders who want
There
to
goes
avoid
Nud
trouble
out
over
on
the
the
last few
attack.
kilometers.
The team didn't really want anyone attacking, but that's fine. Doesn't bother me any. I'm not really sure why they didn't want anyone to attack today. I mean, basically that relieves your team of any obligation to chase. I guess maybe they're considering the fact that they want everybody available for a sprint train, even though that would just be an AI thing. I have no way to set up a sprint train in this mode.
The pack has just reeled in the escape group.
So we caught him. See if he tries again. it's also good, for sponsorships when a team member gets up there.
There's our
I mean,
breakaway.
not that this race is on TV. I mean, it's on TV somewhere probably, but you know, they get your team name out there, free advertisement.
The current pace is a bit too docile for some riders who are looking to create a breakaway. The breakaway is not to everybody's liking. The peloton has significantly increased its speed.
Definitely chasing. I would think, if I was a team director, I would always want somebody to try to attack at least, just to get the team name out.
Breakaway.
And again, like I said, it does relieve your team from any obligation to chase down the breakaway. You got a team member up there. Why would you chase? I mean, like Astana. I think I'm pretty sure I saw somebody up there from Astana. Maybe not. I don't know. I thought I saw somebody. Light blue. But so that would even he's the yellow jersey. So as long as there's nobody up there that's a threat to time, he's not a sprinter, so he's not worried about winning a sprint stage. So that would even relieve his team of obligation to chase the breakaway. But I guess maybe it was another light blue colored jersey that I saw up there. So, 'cause they are taking part in the work for the day. The 750, 713, 830, 809. So there's no threat to the yellow jersey up there in terms of time.
The peloton is slowed right down. The teammates of those in the breakaway are not going to make an effort. It's up to the other teams to get their fingers out.
We'll speed it up. If there's any action through these hills, we'll slow down, but probably just keep it here until the finish. And since there are 4 riders up there in that breakaway, there was no point in chasing for those sprint points because there's none left. They got them all. Any time bonuses that might have came for that. So you can see we're just cruising through. I still got a low heartbeat. That breakaway is getting pretty far away, 6.5 minutes. But we are 113 kilometers from the finish, so plenty of time to catch them. Starting to gain a little bit now. Yeah, my heartbeat has crept up into the high 120, so we're going at about 50% now. Getting up close to 60, or it might just be the hill. Again, I'm used to having a better rider, so I'm not exactly sure where the heartbeat range is for me at this level of ineptitude, shall we say. '88 kilometers to go. Hey, trending toward a positive. +1, trending, +1 for the day. That'll help me hang on a little better. Definitely starting to chase now. Oh yeah, 440 back. We're gaining big time. That's the sprinter team. Although Sana is still taking part in the work. And you'll see none of my team's up there anyway because we're so far back that it doesn't matter. No one expects us to do any work. It's like we don't have a dog in this fight. Like our sprinter isn't good enough to win, and our leader isn't good enough to win the overall. So they're just like, y'all are along for the ride. And the only reason I'm up here is just to stay out of trouble, basically. All right, 43 kilometers to go. Slow it down to times 2 here. We're over that last hill, and we're all together other than the breakaway. So, all right, go to times 2. Every now and then that number blinks.
The pack is
Until it
increasing its work rate. Some teams can't be happy with the breakaway.
Until it blinks continuously.
The pack's deficit is being cut back.
It's not a problem. We're still hanging in the front. As long as we're near this guy, we're at the front. These guys are mostly relaying. Pretty big work group. Of course, like I said, they were a long way. Breakaway did get a long way away.
They really are moving. The pack can't get strung out too far, or it's going to start breaking up. With less than 20 kilometers to the line, the breakaway still holds more than a minute's lead. Things are far from over.
All right, there's the 20K. I'm going to slow it all the way down. And you'll see Astana is no longer taking part in the work. This guy's basically just Sanchez's protector, and it's mostly sprint teams up here now. I just got stuck behind a slow rider. Caused me to lose contact with the front a little bit. We're still not blinking, and we're still a minute and a half behind. Minute 20 anyway. It's going to be a really hot chase here at the end.
A couple of teams have set themselves up as pacemakers for the pack. They obviously don't have anybody in the breakaway group.
Sprint trains are forming. We just try to stick with the leader. Try not to get stuck behind anybody. As long as I can keep Sanchez's wheel, I'm pretty happy.
There are just 10 kilometers left.
It's always nice when there's a lot of people here at the front on a sprint stage because, like,
a leader has fallen.
Kind of stay in the slipstream, use a little bit less effort than you would otherwise. All right, they're starting to go a little faster.
Watch out, there are a few riders in trouble at the back.
75 seems to be enough at this point.
It could go all the way.
Getting into the, I'm going to go ahead and hit that. We're in the 6K range.
Remaining.
82, hanging on, moving up a little actually. There they go. They're going a little faster now. Start blinking. I'm going to move it up to 85 before it does.
The pack is back on level terms with the breakaway group.
Caught the breakaway, and they're putting it into a higher gear now.
And they're off. It's going to be very fast.
Last 2K. I'm going to just try to hang on. Wait as long as possible before I hit that sprint. Get inside of 1K. All right, there we go, 1K. I think I can hang on because I got a little bit of yellow left. Did see a little group go up front there, but
enough in the tank to be able to put one over on the others.
Still should all be same time. All right, I ended up with a little bit left there, so that's good. And speed that up, let everyone come in.
Now for the race
Rinsaw
highlights.
again was the winner. I imagine with 2 wins, he'll probably definitely have the lead in the sprint. There's Anderson and Biven and Anthony and Hoff leading that second group in. That's a good move right there. He had a good lead out. This guy is catching him just a little bit. There's me. There we hit the sprint. See, we're sprinting and people are still just like flying by us. We have no sprint. All right, go to the result. Who could beat Rinsaw? No one today, apparently. 2 days in a row for him. Yeah, same time, all the way down to a few more off the back today, but 145 riders got the same time. Rinsaw, Whippert, Creeder. We still should be. Let's see, our first teammate across was Anderson and Biven and Hoff and Anthony, and we were 50th in that. Still no teammates with mountain points. Eric Young, still our highest. He got 9 points on the day. That puts him at 23rd. Biven didn't get any. He's 22nd. Anderson didn't get any. He's 49th with 1 point. So still Biven as our leader in the sprints, but 22nd. And we're still 4th in the young riders. So as long as we can keep finishing with that top group, we should finish pretty good in that. And we are, again, we got a lot of sprinters, so our team finished 3rd, but we're still 13th in the overall. 17th in the overall for me. It's possible that we could get a top 10 if we can hang in on that climb in this next race. Go look at that. Lots of up and down, and then kind of pretty much all uphill there, and then a little downhill, and then a punchy climb at the end. So, and it's 193.8 kilometers. None of that goes to my advantage. It's long, so I have no stamina or resistance, so that I'm not going to be able to stay in too long. All we can hope for is kind of a slow pace. And the slower the pace for the longer amount of time, the better chance we'll have. This kind of short, steep climb like that is not what we're good at right now. I mean, like I said before, we're not good at anything right now. We're just trying to hang on and do our best. So we'll move along. Okay, go ahead and check our training out. We didn't lose too much freshness. Our rhythm went up some more. Our fitness went up some more. I only got a little bit going up on the tiredness. Not too bad though. Go ahead and head into the final stage of the Harold Sun Race. Stage number 5. And let's see who the favorites are. Frank Schlick. He definitely looks like the best mountain climber in this race. You also, Geshka is up there, Gutier, Sanchez, and better mountain climbers with pretty good heels are Sicard, Rogers, Dominic Nurs. We'll see what happens. Again, we are 17th. We are 221 behind. That's from that uh, race where we finished in the 3rd escape group, where we lost that time at. The Bivens 22nd in the points. We're still 4th and only 24 seconds behind in the young riders. So we'll see what happens. Again, not sure how we're going to do there. Pretty much the same strategy. Piven, sprinter. Dimon, leader. Anderson, sprinter. Anthony, they want him to attack this time. So we'll head into the race. Again, we're toward the back middle, so we'll try to get up toward the front. 60% effort. See if we can find a crack or two here to get through. There's a little gap. Get in there. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Position. Up to 70. All uphill pretty much here to start. Oh, yeah. There is a definite steep section in the middle of that climb. See the black. Move across. Yeah. That looks like the same climb. The one in the middle. This one. There. And the end. That's basically the same climb. We'll get a little preview of the finish. Here's some attackers. Katakov, Pino, not Zebo. Paris, Valencia, Vauchelin, Dune. We are not chasing at the time. We'll see. They might put it into a little higher gear for this climb. Not quite as close to the front as I would like. Get stuck behind slow riders on these climbs and fall way back if you're not careful. You can move your rider from side to side. Polka dot jersey. Oh, it's a narrow little road up through here too. Try to move up a little bit. See if we can stay right here behind Sanchez. Ooh, I'll say 13.9, 14%. Yeah, that was that little black section we saw. That's actually a little flat downhillish right there. Still a little downhill. All right, now we're moving back up. All right, now we're in the high nines, and we're kind of stuck. $5K to the top. Yeah, we have sped up a little bit, but not terribly bad. Heartbeat's still under 140. There they go. They definitely moved up a little bit. definitely running probably around 64, 62% at the moment. 10%. Just hit it for a second. And that was the top of the climb. And pace has eased off a little bit. Alright, I'm going to speed things up. Anything exciting happens, we'll slow it down. Another little steep climb right here. No black though. One little dark orange. Not quite red. So that's probably in the maybe 4 to 6 range. Maybe 7. Yeah, 7.58, 8.3, 8.4. Energy's holding up pretty good for the day. Not using a whole lot of the green bar either. So. Actually, seems like I'm the strongest among my teammates at the moment. You see the red, the number blinked red for just for a minute there, so they did hit 70%-ish. All right, flatten out a little bit. I'm going to go up to ×4 speed. Shouldn't be too much happening through this area. There is a 7-man breakaway, so these sprint points don't matter coming up. So we probably won't chase for those. And then there are some up and downs through there. One little steep section right before the main climb. Not at the end though. And we are chasing for some reason. Of course, they are more than 6 minutes away, so maybe that's it. Use a little bit of effort to get up one of those hills there, I guess. Although it wasn't much of a hill. The steeper one here. Another steep little section coming. 8%. Got some water. Numbers blinking. We're hitting 70% in some stretches. Okay, less than 100 kilometers to go. And we're blinking again. And we are falling back a little bit. Not too bad. Okay, we caught back up. Slow it down a little bit for these steeper sections coming here. I'll be able to control my rider a little bit. Yeah, that hit 12.9. Yeah, I got a -2, trending to a -2 race day condition. And this is the finishing climb right here. See the barriers up. There'll be a finish line kind of at the top here. We'll see. We're blinking. We're going to stay, though. I'm not going to get out of my way. Should catch back up So they did break away a little bit, but I think we'll catch them. Yeah. No, they're away. All right, we caught it. All right. We never went above 70, so that's good. We did use some energy. And we're blinking again. They are really chasing hard. We got another little uphill there. Yeah, all this lumpy stuff. You're changing your pace. You're going, they hit it hard on the hill and they'll ease off on the downhill. I think that's sort of thing that kind of affects, with my low numbers, that kind of affects my race day condition. I think the effort not consistent. It's just giving effort and easing off, giving effort, easing off. That kind of hurts me. I think so. I think that might be where resistance comes in. Not really sure. I don't know how it all works. I just know right now we're not a great rider. We just want to hang on. If we can somehow finish near the front group in this race, I, I'll consider that. I'll consider that a success. We have recovered under 50K to go now. We are still chasing hard. 3 minutes behind. That's a pretty big group. It's a good chance they're working together. Oh wow, they just really picked up the pace right there. Peloton's down to 85. All right, 40K to go, and slow down to regular speed so I can keep an eye on these guys. My energy is really being sapped right now through this uphill portion. Hopefully, and there they go again, picking up the pace. If I can recover my energy by the time we get down to the bottom here, I'll be pretty happy about that. Let's see. They're riding hard. 2.5 minutes to the breakaway now. 35K to go. We're just trying to stay with this lead group for as long as we can. Peloton's down to 79 riders now. Like some favorites or contenders more than favorites, I guess. These orange racers. Let's see who's that. That is Nurs. Yeah, he was listed among the favorites. And Card, he was listed among the favorites. So, yeah, when you see an orange rider here, that means they're at least a contender, if not a favorite. But both of these guys were favorites, and they have fallen behind the Peloton. So, and there was a crash back there. I don't think either of those guys were on the ground. I know I saw Michael Rogers' name. Oh, maybe Nurs. No, it said Nurs was having trouble keeping up. It didn't say he crashed. We've yet to start recovering, I don't think. But it's more downhill from here. So Hopefully, it's kind of back and forth, up and down, but mostly down from here. Hopefully, they'll slow down just a bit to let us recover. We are within a minute and a half of the breakaway now. Not really slowed down, but enough to recover. I saw it bump up, and there it goes back down again. There it goes back up again. I think seems like over 145 or above, it's going down, and then under that, it might keep up a little bit. At this point, I don't think we're going to finish with the main group. We we did get up to 0 for the race day conditions, so that's a little bit helpful. We are blinking 70%, and we are falling back a little bit. Let me actually just put it at 70. Side where I'm stuck. NK to go. Oh, jostled around here. 7K to go. 5.5. There's the 5K banner. We're losing ground. We're still in the peloton, but even the peloton is passing us up. That's at 70%. All right, 3K to go on an uphill. I'm going to go ahead and hit that. I'll put in a little attack. 70%. Pivot to spell. We are not going to make it to the top. Yep, there's all of our energy gone. Move it down to 60 because that's about where we're going. Not even going to. We don't even have anything to sprint with, so we were moving so slow that our energy gel didn't even last 2K. Finished in back group number 2. Not sure how many people were ahead of us there. About 3 minutes behind. Peter winning 1, so speed it up. Let everyone come in. So not the greatest finish. Pace was just a little too high over that last 50K for us to hang. First group. There's the second group. Sanchez was actually in the second group. We'll see what we ended up. We're definitely behind the bigger group. So the race results, if I got top 50, I'll be surprised. And we're supposed to be a climber. Weaning is today's winner. 53rd. Yeah, Guimond, he crashed and he still finished ahead of us. A whole minute and 2 seconds ahead of us. We were 333 back. 231 was his group. So you had those 4: Weaning, Bouet, Geschke, Gautier. Geschke actually took the win for the overall. The second group was Mercado, Schlick, Reza, Serene, and Devinis. Sanchez. Sanchez ended up in third place, 17 seconds down after wearing the yellow for the whole race after the first stage. And then at 116, at 16th place, down to, and then here's a few stragglers in there. Bob Youngles at 138, and then Sorensen Geslin at 148, 22, 23, 24, and then 25th. This is probably the main group. Petrov led them in, 201 behind. That went down to 38th, and then 39th, you had the 231, which is the group that Guimond finished with. And he was the last person in that group at 51st. And there we were, 53rd, 333 back. Next teammate was Anthony. He was in our group, 62nd, but still only 333 back. We can look. I don't think we got any mountain points, anybody on the team. Nobody got sprinter points in that stage for our team. Vivian ended up 26th overall in the sprint race. Anderson, only 1 point. And Young was 27th. Young riders, we finished 7th on the stage, but we lost 2 minutes and 17 seconds to Durbridge, who won the young rider race overall. We were 5th at 241 behind. So I don't guess that's too terrible for where we're at right now as a rider. Team finished 14th on the stage, and we remained 13th overall, so that's not bad, I guess. Depends on what your definition of bad is. I think we're on a not great team. There's some good teams in there, so we're at the lowest level of teams, Continental. First stage race finished in Continental. We get 20 XP bonus for that. It's going to move us almost halfway through level 8. You go through these lower levels pretty quick. Not many points. Each level, you have to get more points to get to the next level. Kind of like an RPG game. So you know how that works. You go to the training page. Fitness went up. Rhythm went up. Freshness went down. We will be back to peak freshness before the next race, which is the Ruta de Andalusia. See if we move that up, how much that will affect our tiredness pretty good if we move that up. Well, if we move that one up, that won't affect anything now, but it will affect later on. So I'm going to leave that down. We probably will bring this down, maybe to there. We got a 1-day race there, GP Delodrome. This is our next stage race, 6 stages. It's a 3-star objective for our team. And then a 2-stage race, which is not a team objective, the Grand Premio Internacional de Guardiana. It's coming up after the 1-day race, 5 days after. So keep an eye on all this. Maybe 2 there. Keeps our fitness up and our tiredness down. So never a bad thing. But I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Please like this video, subscribe if you want to see more. Leave me a comment, especially if you hate cycling videos, because I want to know about that. Share it with anyone that you think might like it. But again, who likes cycling videos? I don't know. This is a Gray Cat signing off. Have a great day.